So I got a haul video for you guys. These are pre-orders. One of these isn't, and we'll start with that. I ordered a bunch of 4Ks on Amazon because I don't know why Amazon and Best Buy have been dropping some 4Ks down to like $10 and some box sets down some good deals or whatever. This one's been in my wish list since the year that this movie came out. What was that? 2021. It's been on my wish list for a while. And this set's already been cheap. I just never pulled the trigger. But when I saw it for $25, I was like, 3 movies for $25. All right. And that is the G.I. Joe 3-movie 4K set. Yeah, $25 for this. That's a great deal because 3 4Ks. I'm not a fan of this packaging though. It's just a slipcover with the movies bundled in there. Not a fan of that because I'd rather it be an actual slip box. Something like this right here. It's my Pirates of the Caribbean Blu-ray set. Why is this not a slip box? I don't get that. But okay, I'll take it, whatever. Also, why was this one put in, okay, so, you see that? It's put in there like that. Weird. I don't know, I guess we'll start with the one I've seen the most recently. I haven't rewatched Snake Eyes since the theater, but I've seen family members watch it at home because, I don't know. Is this the one that had the disc rattling around? One of them had a disc rattling around in there. Let me take out a digital copy. 4K, no Blu-ray in there, interesting. But, yeah, there's Snake Eyes. I wasn't a big fan of Snake Eyes. I thought it's not the Snake Eyes movie that you'd want it to be. It was fun enough, I guess, but action wasn't nearly as strong or as good as you'd think it would be. But, whatever. Snake Eyes was fun enough that I would want to have it. And, if they ever do another G.I. Joe movie, I'm probably going to end up talking about these movies and take a digital. G.I. Joe Retaliation is one of the actually few Rock movies that I kind of enjoy. It's definitely not a good adaptation of G.I. Joe. It was still burdened with the flaws of the previous one. But I still had a fun time with it, at least. And I have it on 4K. Cool. And this one here is, if I can get it out here. This is the G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra, which is not a good movie, but again, all these movies are kind of fun. Like, I wouldn't mind watching them, I guess. They do feel like less offensive Transformers movies to me. Right? Just kind of like dumb, stupid movies they can throw on. I don't know. That's just me. Maybe it's also because I have a little bit of more love for these movies than I do the Transformers movies or just G.I. Joe in general. But that is the set here. $8 a piece. Or not $8 a piece, $25. If it's still that price, I don't really know. Check on Amazon if you guys want it. But yeah, it was a great deal. I mean, that's less than $10 a movie. That's like what? Basically $8 per movie. Yeah, that sounds about right. And that's not a bad deal. It was a great, and I've, again, been on my wish list for a long while, so glad to finally have that. Use some birthday money and grab that. And we have this one this one was just, I think a lot of people have been anticipating this one. And this is a Warner Archive Blu-ray. I don't tend to pre-order Warner Archive Blu-rays because, frankly, Warner Archive focuses on a lot of older stuff that I just don't know about. Not that I wouldn't mind knowing about, but, there's stuff that interests me, but most of their stuff is like, okay, like, this is from 1930. I'm like 20. Doesn't mean I'm not interested. Does mean that I am not always the most, I guess, person in the target audience. But this one was awesome because people have been begging for them to do more Blu-rays from this, and this is the first volume. And man, as soon as this was announced, I knew I had to pre-order this. This and another Warner Archive Blu-ray, which I was hoping would show up today before this video came out, but it did not show up. It's shipped actually just before I made this video, but sadly, no. No, it did not show up today, but that is the Looney Tunes Warner Archive Collector's Choice Volume 1. So Warner Brothers a few years ago, it was a big controversy that someone had come up to, or someone was talking to someone involved with Warner Archive, and they said that they weren't putting out any more Looney Tunes Blu-rays. Well, not necessarily that they weren't, it's that there were none in the works, which I can guarantee you has to do with the fact that Warner Brothers right now is trying to figure out what to do with the Looney Tunes. There's a lot of stuff that's not the most PC, and they're trying to figure out what cartoons to put out, how to remaster them, what to do with them. Do Looney Tunes even sell to a modern audience? But letting the fans decide what cartoons they want to get on a Blu-ray, I think, is a great choice. So the first one, I guess I can just read you some of these shorts here. It's got Beanstalk Bunny, Catch as Cats Can, The Unruly Hare is Bitter Half, Daffodils, which I think that's the one where like Daffy gets like scribbled and made all these weird things. Yeah, there's a lot of good ones on here. But yeah, you can kind of look there and see what's that. I don't know how many of these have been on other collections or not. I haven't watched this because I'm unboxing it for you. But yeah, I mean, if you really want this, I say if you guys have been one of those people who's demanding more Looney Tunes, more stuff like that on Blu-ray, and you have not bought this, or at least considered buying it, you're really not doing great. I wanted this because it is not just more Looney Tunes on Blu-ray, which is a great thing. It's about supporting this and showing we want more of this, because they're removing some of those shorts off of HBO Max. Some weird shit's going on there, and if you're not happy about that, here's your alternative. Anyways, now we'll get into this book that I'll probably end up reviewing next week. I was going to review this week. I had to shuffle some videos around, and I'm going to do this video probably next week. But Picard Stargazer, this is a new trade paperback comic that I believe takes place somewhere in between or towards the end of Picard Season 1 or Season 3, I believe, or something like that. I haven't read this, but I will read this and do a video on it soon. Yeah, I really love Picard Season 3, so as soon as I saw this one complete order, knew I had to grab that. Let me know your thoughts, like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.